Welcome everyone to Quantum Self-Healing with Benjamin Brooks, and who's at 1 a.m. in Germany, and Gaby, who's in North Carolina at 7:05. And we're thrilled to have them both on here. They've got wonderful information to share with us, and wonderful information for the future too, of future courses. That this will be an introduction to this great work that they're doing, and they've both got a great story of healing. And so I'll turn it over to Benjamin.
Well, I'll actually turn it over to Gaby, because Gaby does the introduction.
Okay, thank you, Benjamin. So my name is Gabriele Schlumberger, and I'm a certified healing touch practitioner since 2017. And already this journey changed my life. So right now we are living in North Carolina, and I have a full-time practice. And I'm so grateful to be here and to share with you my journey to QSH. So in February 2021, I attended a full moon meditation with Cindy here. And during that meditation, I heard a name, what never happened to me before. And the name was Roberto Antela Martinez. So I got really curious and Googled the name and found out it's a famous healer in Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. But then, you know, the mind kicked in and was like, I have learned already so many techniques, and I was fully in healing touch, and I don't really need this. But then a few weeks later, I had a conversation with a good friend in Germany who is also an energy healer. And I told her about it and asked her if she knows him and his program. And she told me that she just had taken the basic seminar with him and loves it. So now I really got curious about it. And she taught me a simple technique to me, and I was playing around with it. So then in summer 2021, I decided to participate in one of the online seminars he was teaching via Zoom. And then it happened that I had a technical question, and Benjamin at that time was working behind the scenes and answered the question. So we started a conversation as he realized I'm living in the US, and we immediately felt a connection between us. So even after the seminar, we stayed in touch. So then in fall, I decided to do the whole program as I was so convinced about it. And even with the little I had learned, I already felt better. And issues I never had success with to heal started to ease up, and slowly but surely got better. And as luck would have it, Benjamin was a teacher for my class. So here we were together again. And after finishing the program, I also decided to become an instructor for QSH. And as Roberto decided not to go international, so we, Benjamin and myself, decided to do so. And it is all so powerful and simple that you can change people's life in a heartbeat. And it goes so well together with healing touch. Just doing, for example, a technique we have called trauma release, or the quantum self-healing basic technique we will introduce to you a little bit more today, before starting a session, makes the healing going so much deeper and brings it just to a new level. I have seen so many amazing results already with my clients I'm working with. Okay, and from here, Benjamin, do you want to take it away?
Sure. I'll take over from here. Hello, you beautiful ladies. It's so nice to be here today. And it's a great honor. We are me and my family, we're here in Germany. We're based in Frankfurt, Germany, a city called Mainz. And yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. So please do bear with me. I'm not 100% full with my energy right now, because yeah, I've been up all day. I've been up for 19 hours now. Had a short little nap in between, but hey, don't want to make any excuses. I want to show you beautiful ladies an exciting technique, and a technique that has changed my life for the better. And Gaby just described her journey, and I've accompanied a lot of these types of journeys over the last couple years. We've actually trained thousands and thousands of people here in Europe, and the technique is taking Europe by has taken Europe by a storm the last 3 or 4 years. We've actually seen people heal anything that you can possibly think of that is not in a balance. Yeah, and when I say a balance, I mean partnership issues, I mean job issues, I mean health issues, money issues, any type of issue you can possibly think of has been healed. We've seen people heal cancer, very far, like late stage cancer, Parkinson, and lots of other diseases. I myself had healed rheumatoid arthritis that I had originally, for the first time I felt it, I had been around 18, and I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis when I was 28. And I was healed from rheumatoid arthritis thanks to these techniques that I'm teaching you today at the age of 39, 40. Yeah. So I can tell you a story about not being able to walk, like literally taking 10 minutes to go from my living room door to my balcony door. And it's just a short trip here. It's something you would take in probably 10 steps. Yeah, 10, 15 steps, you'd be across the living room. And it took me 10 minutes to walk that distance. Excruciating pain, pain I've never, I'm not a woman, and women always do talk about giving birth is the worst pain on the planet. For me, that was the worst pain I had ever experienced. But you know, we men, we're not as good in pain as you are, with pain as you are. So where do I want to go with this? I want to teach you, you ladies, this beautiful, beautiful technique. It's a technique that I like to divide in multiple, how do I say, dishes. What do I mean when I say multiple dishes? We actually, the technique revolves around raising your frequency before you actually get to the main course. The main course, which is the quantum healing, the quantum healing touch, is the main technique. But we have what do you call them again? Starters. Yeah, sorry. I think bilingually. So being here in Germany and thinking and it's really hard switching languages off the top of your head. But so for starters, we have techniques to raise your vibration before you actually get to the main dish. And then we like to cap it off with another very high frequency emotion, gratitude. All of you ladies know gratitude. So I'm going to get started. I will get my PowerPoint presentation going for you ladies. One moment, please. There we go. As you see, yes, my my PowerPoint is in German. There we go. All right. So we'll minimize this window right here. There we go. That's great. So welcome to Quantum Self-Healing. So happy to be able to show this to you ladies. My story, as I just explained, I was sick from the age of 6 to 39. At the age of 6, what happened there? I went through a very, very heavy dose of child abuse as a kid. My father was very, very abusive, and those traumas, they actually made me sick at a very young age. Meaning, I had severe allergies. My allergies were so bad that from the months of say about March to the end of July, I could not breathe through my nose at all, taste food at all, and my eyes were always very, very swollen. At the age of 18, 19, I contracted the next autoimmune disease. And you ladies know that traumas are often associated to autoimmune diseases. And I guess the, after the physical abuse ended with my father at the age of 14, he continued his pattern of abuse. In this case, it was verbal abuse and mental abuse. And so until I moved out, I was subject to this abuse at the age of 19. That, of course, took its toll on my body, on my immune system, and I contracted a form of rheumatoid arthritis called psoriasis arthritis in German. Yeah. So after all of those years, 33 years of dealing with these autoimmune disorders, I finally met Roberto and met the technique QSH. The solution was easier than I thought, and because being a very heady person, a person that is that needs, well, needed, I no longer need that, but that really needed people to show and prove things to me. If it wasn't, if science didn't prove it, I didn't believe it. So, it took a while for me to really wrap my head around energy medicine. And in this case, it took me 3 months of intensely working with the technique, intensely working with my traumas and turning my complete system, my mind, body, and soul, raising my vibrations on mind, body, and soul level. And it took me 3 months until I was finally healthy. And I have to say, in the beginning, the first month, the only thing I felt regarding my autoimmune diseases or autoimmune disorders, the only thing I felt was a higher vibration. I was in a better mood. I could at work where I had 50 employees under me as a sales lead. I was much more patient, because if I was in a stress situation, I would just do the QSH technique, and then I would find myself balanced again. So the first month of work was really just balancing my energetic levels and raising my energetic levels before the healing finally kicked in and gradually started getting better. And before it got better, I had the, I don't know what you guys call it in English, but in Germany, they call it the healing pain, meaning that if you, a lot of times when you do energetic healing or energy healing or a healing of any sort, the situation gets worse before it actually gets better. So I, excuse me, I'm dealing with a cough. I actually had that healing pain first before the healing kicked in, and I kept going. I did not stop using this technique, and I really urge you, ladies, once you've wrapped your head around this technique, and it's not hard to do, it's not hard to learn, and it's not hard to use. Yeah. Once you've wrapped your head around this technique, make sure that you do it multiple times and implement it into your everyday practice, to make sure that you raise your vibrations as well. Yeah. All right. So how did I do it? After years and years of searching for alternatives, looking into energy healing, looking into healing, alternative healing, I finally found QSH. And like I said, it changed my life forever. And I've helped people. I've taught people, and thousands of people, as a matter of fact, and I've seen these changes. These changes take place instantly, literally instantly. Healing taking place instantly, right then and there, to healing taking up to a year. But all of the cases that I have followed and received feedback, the people have received the healing that they were seeking. It just takes time to raise your energetic levels. I personally am a very, very big friend of raising your energetic levels, because it actually helps kickstart the healing process. All right. So what is quantum self-healing? Quantum self-healing is a combination of healing techniques that are great for healing anything that is no longer in balance, no longer in harmony within yourself. When I say that, I mean it on a mind, body, and soul level. It's a great manifestation tool. You can use it for emotional disorders. You can use it for physical disorders. You can use it for just a disorder in your relationship to your partner. So this really helps reestablish balance and raise the frequency. So let's start. As we always do with our techniques at Quantum Self-Healing, we start with a big glass of water. Water, as you ladies know, is a energy and a informational transmitter, and that's why we start and end all of our practices with a nice big gulp of water. Now, in Germany, we tend to drink carbonated water as well. So in Germany, I would say make sure that it's spring water and not carbonated. I know you guys in North America don't drink it like we do. We drink it, yeah, to everything, yeah. Not just if we have stomach issues or digestion issues. So the first step after drinking a nice sip of water, and I will start with my sip of water, one moment, is connecting yourself with source. Now, it's very important in this case for you ladies to say or think. I personally like using speech because I think speech is another frequency that we use in this incarnation, that we receive in this incarnation. So I choose to use it, and I like the frequency of words. I study that a lot. So I personally like to say the words when I do my techniques. But you can also think the words. There is no difference. I personally like saying it, but it's a preference, I would say. Yeah. So connect yourself with source, connect yourself with God, creation, universe, whatever you choose to call it, Allah, or whatever religion you may have. Connect to that being, to that source, to that higher intelligence that you may call God. Yeah. So you say that by saying, I am now connecting with source. I am now connecting with creation, universe, God, Allah, or whatever you choose to use in this case. Now, a lot of you may have already heard of the thymus gland. I think Cindy said that you ladies are that you guys are quite advanced. So I know all of you know the benefits of tapping your thymus. Now, for those who don't know that are watching this video right now, the thymus gland not only raises your vibration, your frequency, it also helps unblock your meridians to help the flow of chi energy inside of your body, and it also activates your T cells, your T killer cells, which are very, very important. I don't like using the word killer in this case, but because of the frequency of the word, obviously, but it helps you boost your T cells or activate your T cells, which in return activates your immune system. Now, doing this 30 seconds a day alone, this technique, just tapping your thymus, 30 seconds, 3 times a day, automatically has really, really great benefits, and that's why tapping your thymus is in this technique. Now, we not only tap our thymus, but we are also adding tapping information into our subconscious. And the information that we are using is information that is raising your frequency. And in this case, while you're tapping it for approximately 7 seconds, and for those of you that don't know where your thymus is, right where your armpits are, draw a line to the middle of your chest. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and stop this right here and just go. If you draw a line from right here to the middle of your chest, you might find you'll feel a hump right there. a little bump in your chest. That's your thymus gland. If you push it, it's an unpleasant feeling, a very unpleasant feeling if you push it a little harder. So it's right here where your arms are. You draw a line and you'll feel a hump when you go right there. You feel that? And that little hump, when you push it, that's your thymus gland. And when you tap it lightly. Do not tap it so it hurts. I personally tap it a little harder. Yeah, but it shouldn't be unpleasant. It shouldn't hurt. All right. When you tap that, it opens and unblocks the meridians. Yeah. And as I said, also helps you, it helps you raise your frequency, as well as helping you boost your immune system. Now, where am I? Right there, we're on that slide. We'll go right back to it. So there we go. So tapping your thymus gland for about 7 seconds and saying the following sentence twice, and say it with a smile, ladies. Say it with a nice big smile on your face. You are smiling from ear to ear. And why? Because it also raises your frequency. It raises your vibration. So when I'm doing a course, a live course, that's something I focus on. I focus on my seminar attendees actually tapping and smiling while they're doing it. Yeah. When you're doing this technique, start smiling from the first second. As soon as you connect with source, start smiling. It helps raise your vibration as well. And you're saying while you're tapping, I love, I believe, and I trust. And I'll say it a second time with a big old smile on my face. I love, I believe, and I trust. And you feel those words. Make sure you feel those words. It's very, very important while you're tapping to feel those words. Now, when I started doing this, I see someone trying to enter the room. One moment. When I started doing this, ladies, in the beginning, I didn't know what I was loving and believing and trusting. So for me, like I said, I was a very heady guy. For me to understand that a little bit better, for my system to feel the words, I said, well, that's something I can believe, I love, I believe and trust. Well, I believe that, I love God, I love source. I believe that God and source is always working for my best interest, and I trust that God and source is working for my best interest right now at this moment. So that was really easy for me to actually feel the words after I said, okay, well, I love, I believe, and I trust God. So yeah, that's something that I built into that technique to help me feel those words a lot better. So once you tap, and I have to show this to you, ladies, again. One moment. Let me get back out of here. Once if you're done tapping here, you leave your energy field, because your energy field does not like you just pulling your hand out of it like that. You gently leave your energy field and you come back to your field and you touch that spot right above your heart. And when you go on your chest right here, on your left side of your chest, you'll push a little bump right there in your chest muscle. Again, it's about the height where my thymus is again, and it's a little bump in my chest muscle. And again, when I'm pushing it, it is unpleasant. Yeah, that is one of our healing points that we use in the quantum, in the QSH technique, in quantum self-healing. And we need you to everybody just raise your left hand. I need you to circle towards your left hand. When you're doing movements with quantum self-healing, always move towards the left side. That's the way your chakras and everything else in the universe revolves as well. So you're going in that direction right there. All right.
Clockwise or counterclockwise?
Well, if I'm looking at you, it's clockwise. From you doing it, it's counterclockwise. So just raise your left hand. That's the easiest way. That's why I don't even say, I used to say clockwise, and then people did it the other way around. So I said, okay, raise your left hand and just go towards that left side. There you go. See that? There you go. Good job, ladies. So while I'm rubbing my the healing heart point right here, and I'm going to pull up the PowerPoint again. One moment.
Kimberly, do you have a question? Just use,
Does
okay.
anybody have a question? I don't see you ladies with the PowerPoint up. Nope. Okay. Well, if you do have questions, make sure to write them down. I will have a little Q&A at the end. All right. All right, ladies, let's go back to the PowerPoint and get back in here. So, oops. All right. So, all right. All right. So after I gently leave the field, I come back to that healing point above the heart. And in a circular motion towards the left with the palm of my hand, I circle it and say the following information. And I say it with I say it with emotion, a lot of emotion. I love myself with all my heart. And I say it again. I'll repeat that a second time while doing that circular motion. And again, while doing that, you guys know of heart-brain coherence. You're adding this information again to your subconscious by rubbing your heart and adding the information. I love myself with all of my heart. Make sure you say it with emotion and you feel that self-love as much as you can feel it. All right. Very, very important to feel that love for yourself. And if it's hard for you to feel that love, again, something that helped me, being an abused child, self-love is something, that's very hard to come by. And something that really helped me was imagining myself as a child, the inner child. That inner child within myself. Yes, I'm in a grown man's body, but that soul, that inner child is still there within me. So I would just think of my favorite picture out of my childhood, and just see that little guy, that little Benjamin, and think to myself, oh man, I love you, little guy. I love you, and I love the big guy too. I love the little guy, and I love I love the little and the big guy now. But I remember there was a time before using these techniques where the only thing I had was love for the people around me, but I couldn't understand the concept of self-love until I was actually 39 years of age. All right, so for all of you that have problems with self-love, go and choose that picture, that favorite picture of yourself, and just look yourself in the eyes and say, oh man, I love you. I love you. And just keep repeating that to yourself and feel it. Yes. I love myself with all my heart. And again, you can say or think that, but it's important to say or think it twice. All right. So the next, again, we leave our energetic field again, like the first time, and now it's time to detox. And again, I will be stopping the PowerPoint to show it to you. Now, right here, these two bones right here, where my collarbones connect, right here, you feel it right here. Go ahead and feel those two bones right there. Those are my kidney, my detox meridians. When I tap those, I'm gonna open my shirt a little bit more. When I tap those, I don't tap them with two fingers, so I'll always get them. I tap it with the whole hand. I found that to be better. So I tap my healing, my detox, my kidney meridians right here to detox, not only physically, but also energetically. And I tap those approximately 7 seconds. All right, there you go. And then again, I leave the field. Now, the next step, I'm going to show this to you, ladies. In one moment, let me just go ahead and button my shirt back up. All right. I'm going to move back a bit so you actually see what I'm doing here. All right, there we go. All right, so what I do is I lay my hands, my open hands, on the palm of on my legs with the palms facing upwards, and I go into the Buddha posture with my fingers. See that? Buddha posture. You may know it from a meditation. and I just sit them right there. All right. So just so you know what I'm referring to when I pull that PowerPoint back up for you. One moment. There we go. Time to detox. The quantum healing points. I said healing touch earlier. Quantum healing touch. I actually meant healing points. There we go. All right. So now I go to the quantum healing points. And as pictured here, I can do it sitting. I can do it standing. I can do it laying in my bed. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I place the palm of my hand either on the painful area of my body, or I can just leave both hands in the Buddha posture. So what do I mean? One hand, you'll go into the Buddha posture, while the other hand is touching, let's say, your knee or your shoulder or whatever. If you cannot touch or reach that point, or if let's say it's your foot, for example, yeah, or if it's an emotional disorder, we recommend that you just go ahead and do it as pictured here in the picture. Just keep both hands in the Buddha posture. As a matter of fact, I have never ever touched a body part of mine that was in pain, or touched one of my clients' body parts while I'm doing this. So I always just go into the Buddha gesture or posture when I do the healing, the quantum healing points. All right. So you just go ahead and do that. And sorry, I'll go back one step. I did miss one important point. The quantum healing point. So when you actually connect those quantum healing, when you actually go into this Buddha gesture, it's important to actually connect the points between the index finger and your thumb with the points of your index finger and your thumb. And I will show that to you again. You go right here and you connect that spot in between here and in between here, and you connect both of them with a beam of light. Just imagine a beam of light. Imagine a rainbow. Imagine a golden light. Both of these points are connected. Now you can, if it's hard for you to imagine a beam of light going from here to here, just imagine how you're pulling the light apart. That helps a lot of my clients or a lot of our seminar attendees as well, because they're like, oh, I can't really imagine that point and that point connecting with a beam of light. So they just pull it apart. Much like a, what do you call it? Those Jedi swords from Star Wars. That's the same the way you imagine it. Yeah, just take away the energy of the sword in your mind. Yeah, but that light, yeah, that's what you want. You want to connect both of those points, and when you've connected both of those points, you have now established the quantum healing points. And ladies, this is the main dish of our technique. So the techniques we did before, the tapping, my thymus, the circular motion on my heart healing point, the tapping on my the detox, the connecting with source, drinking water, clean water, that's all there to raise my frequency before I actually go into the act of healing. Because as you know, the higher your frequency, the faster you manifest anything. So raise your frequency, be a high frequency being, and you will be able to manifest and heal anything. That's my personal opinion, and that's the experience that I've made over years and years of doing this. All right, so we'll go right back into our PowerPoint. It's giving me a hard time, as you can tell, but just keeps making me scroll when I start over, but you ladies will be all right, I hope, with that. So once you've established those quantum healing points by connecting the those 2 points, I'll say by connecting the dots with a beam of light, yeah, you've now established the quantum healing points. And now you want to, again, add information and add very important information that will help you establish a balance and a harmony that you are seeking in your life. So you say or think, and then again, I can only stress saying it and feeling it while you're saying it or thinking it. So say or think, in the name of all creation, in the name of the light and the love that I am, I now release and clear any negative energies and emotions, blocking beliefs, blockages, as well as all parts and occupations of people, animals, and other beings that are associated with. And this is the point where you want to add the information of the emotional problem or the pain. Say you have back pain, say you have knee pain, say you have partnership issues, say you have money issues. This is where you want to add the actual problem. Yeah. And I know people, this is something that I learned in the beginning when I was, when I started learning healing. A lot of people say, yeah, you can't talk about the negative things when you're trying to heal them. That's not true. This works really, really well. I'm not focusing on the negative issue. I am actually focusing on healing and restoring harmony to that condition. So in this case, I want to actually name the condition and that are associated with my partnership issues, with my back pain, with my emotional issues at the job, or whatever you want to add into here, whatever topic is currently bugging you. So I'll start over. In the name of all creation, in the name of the light and the love that I am, I release and clear any negative energies and emotions, blocking beliefs, blockages, as well as all parts and occupations of people, animals, and other beings that are associated with my back pain, along with its storage, backup programs, backup copies, background copies, info-energetic imprints, effects, and all side effects. As you can tell, we are making sure that there is nothing left, no possibility of that issue sneaking back in through a back door. So name the issue that you're dealing with when you're using this technique. Now, take a very deep breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And say or think, it's cleared in divine light and divine love. This is my free will, and so it is. This is the moment, ladies. I should have put a quotation marks to close that off, but on the PowerPoint. But that sentence, it is cleared in divine light and divine love. This is my free will, and so it is. Make sure you say that with emotion. Make sure you say everything with emotion and you feel everything that you are saying or thinking in this technique. Now, that's the moment right there, right then and there, where the healing kicks in. And you may have already felt the tingling sensation in your hands. I did fail to say something very important to you, ladies. When you are establishing those quantum healing points, I want to go back and rewind real fast for you. When you're establishing those quantum healing points, the first thing you want to do, I do it with closed eyes, I concentrate on my left hand. And I'll feel a tingling sensation right here in my hand. If you feel it right here between your fingers or right here on your hand, that's the feeling you want to feel right there. That's energy in motion right there. And then after that, you want to focus your energy, your attention from that hand to that hand right there. And also focus on that tingling energy in your hand. Once you feel the energy tingling in both hands, that's the point right there. I didn't mention this, but it's a very important point. I'm sorry for missing out on that. I've taught it so many times. You know, when you do it, it's different than teaching it. You just do it second nature. It's no problem. But when you're teaching it, you have to actually think about the single steps. Yeah. So what you want to do, once you feel the tingling in both hands, that's when you connect the two healing points. Very important. That's why I rewinded right there to make sure to add that bit of information. Now, you may feel now, I say at this point where we just now left off at, you will feel a energy like I actually feel energy right now as I'm speaking about, and I remember I didn't mention this either. You have to keep your quantum healing points together. Yeah, do not at any time open them. If you do, you have to restart the process again. Now, while you're doing this, and you've just now said that last sentence, you will now feel a energy tingling through your whole body. And we in Germany, we call that Heilstrom. Heil meaning healing, and Strom meaning energy or electricity. Yeah. So that's the healing electricity. That's the Heilstrom. And that's a term that I will be using in the United States as well, because we don't have that term in English, not that at least that I know of. So I'll be using that word Heilstrom a lot. Yeah. So if you're attending my seminars or Gaby's seminars, Heilstrom, healing energy, healing electricity. All right, a little German class there for you as well. So when you now you will be feeling that Heilstrom at this moment, and enjoy the moment. This is a moment where I actually tell people, stay in that moment until you stop feeling the energy in your body. Enjoy that moment. That is energy working. That is your whole body rearranging. That is your energetic system just rearranging itself to establish a wonderful order again, to establish a wonderful harmony. All right, very, very important. Enjoy it, stay in it if you have the time. I stay in that until it stops tingling, and sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it's a half an hour, sometimes it's an hour and a half. I tend to drift away and fall into a very deep meditative state as well. Yeah. So if you do and your mind starts drifting off, absolutely no problem. As soon as you catch yourself again, just continue where you left off. Just make sure you keep those quantum healing points connected during that time. All right. I'm going back to the PowerPoint. And it's just very important to show you ladies all the details. That's why I'm going back and forth, but I'm sure you understand that. One moment, there we go. So we just take a deep breath, and as I said, it's cleared. It is cleared in divine light and divine love. This is my free will, and so it is. And this is the moment when healing starts on all levels. Enjoy that Heilstrom. All right, one moment. So the next step is after 1 minute of feeling that energy, I add the following information again: clearing of my back pain, clearing of my back pain, because all is light, love, and divine energy. It has been cleared in divine love and light. All right, so very, very important. This at this point, you're still feeling the Heilstrom. Stay on that and just enjoy it. Enjoy it doing its work. All right, and that Heilstrom will continue throughout this whole process. During the visualization process that I am now coming to. Now, I like to call this a mind movie. I call it a mind movie in German. And I'm going to come out of this because I want to explain this to you guys first. I like to call it a mind. I like to look at people when I talk to them and not a PowerPoint presentation. Now, the mind movie, I like to call the name of this movie, What If? And just imagine in this moment, you start visualizing. You're still in your quantum healing points. The energy is still established. You're still working in this technique right now. So at this point, you close your eyes and you visualize, what if tomorrow morning I woke up and everything was reestablished to the order that I am so deeply yearning for? What if that happened and tomorrow morning I woke up and my whole life is exactly the way I dream it to be? How would I react? who would be the first person I'd call and tell? Would I wake my wife up? Or you, your husband, or your partner? That's something you imagine. Who do you pick up the phone to call? Yeah. Does Penny pick up her phone and call, Colleen, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. I'm healed. I'm all good. Wow. Yeah. Just imagine that person you want to share that information with and feel it. And ladies, when I say feel it in your face too. Smile, because this right here does not look like you're feeling it. All right. I'm not saying that you're doing that right now, but I see seminar attendees sitting there and you know, when I'm imagining something that really makes me happy, I've got a big old grin in my face. And that's why it raises your energy. You know the power of a smile, what it does, how it raises your energy, which hormones it releases, et cetera, et cetera. It's so powerful. Just smile while you're doing it and just imagine the situation. And I was sitting right here because this is where I like to turn on my little fireplace back here in the winter, obviously, and sit right here. And I would just sit here and I would smile. I would be doing the Stevie Wonder. It would look really funny. Yeah. People, if you watched me doing that, you would probably laugh. Yeah. But it meant, I'll tell you what, it made me laugh while I was doing it because I caught myself doing it. And it was just so great. Just feel that mind movie. Really, your mind cannot tell the difference in this moment between reality and your imagination. So in this case, fool your subconscious into believing it with every cell in your body. And like I said, my mind movie, that process right here, that whole process could take anywhere from 15 minutes, from 3 minutes, as a matter of fact. This basic technique, you can do it in 3 minutes as well. Just if you need to raise your frequency real fast, mind movie real fast. Okay, I'm good. I'm going to work now. Just raise your frequency. Use it for 3 minutes. It's better than not using it at all. All right, very, very important. So raise your frequency, smile while you're doing it, and stay in that movie. And as I said, I would drift off into the wildest, greatest meditations. In a deep trance state. It's just awesome. Yeah, because you've raised your frequency before that. Remember those starter dishes I was referring to? Those really help you at this point right now. That's when those help boost your energy level. All right. So I'm still in my quantum healing points, and I'm enjoying this mind movie and enjoy it until you stop feeling the Heilstrom, until your body stops vibrating, that buzzing feeling. You may feel another very important thing. You may feel the Heilstrom actually going to the points where your body needs the healing. This was really, really incredible because when with the rheumatoid arthritis, my hand would be this thick, like the size of a grapefruit, like really, really thick, infected, as well as my feet. And the funny thing was, I would actually feel the Heilstrom flowing to the points where energy was needed in my body. So this technique is wow. I just can't describe it any better. You can use it for traumas as well. You can literally use it for anything you can imagine, any emotional, physical, or mental disorder. Now, where are we going? We're going back to our PowerPoint slide. We're almost done, ladies. I'm just going to keep it open like this. All right. So, excuse me. Oh yeah, a very, very important, before I forget it. So while I'm here in my mind movie, what if, very, very important point, keep your kahi established, what am I talking about? Your quantum healing points established, yeah. And when you're at the climax emotionally of your mind movie, I mean, when you're at the absolute climax, when you're like, take that middle finger of yours and save that information on your third eye. And just like touching a light switch, you know, just tap tap it and go back. You don't have to stay on your point. I see people just staying there a lot of times like this at our seminars. You don't have to, you just tap it and you've saved that information in that moment. Again, with the closed healing points, yeah? Save that information. All right, so we are now coming towards the end of the technique, and it's very, very important after a really good main meal to finish it off with a great dessert, with an energetic dessert. I like to call it energetic dessert, yeah? And that's gratitude, yeah? It raises my frequency. A lot of you may know the table, the emotional table from David Hawkins. I don't know if you know him, but if you don't know him, jot down his name, Sir David Hawkins, emotional frequencies, and there you will see how high gratitude actually ranks in all of the emotional frequencies that we can feel, all the emotional states that we can be in. So at this point, again, with your healing point still closed, you can either physically or mentally give your gratitude to the Most High, to yourself, and to your, when I say yourself, I mean your soul, to the Most High and to your soul, and thank the Most High for the healing that you are now receiving. Thank the Most High as if you have already healed your body or have already brought that level of balance back into your life that you are yearning for. All right. Thank the Most High. And then what's very important, if you sit here and do this technique for like an hour and a half, that Heilstrom is very, very intense, very intense. I can tell you that right now, very intense. Maybe I was watching some of you, and some of you, I think I have the feeling we're testing it out already. When you do that technique, I urge you to do it right after we do this now, after we finish this webinar, the seminar. When you do that, that Heilstrom is very intense, and it's important to release that excess energy at the end. And you do that by tapping or stroking your arms and releasing that extra energy and giving it to Mother Earth so that she can use it for whatever she needs it. Yeah. So what I like to do, I like to stroke it from my shoulders to over my fingers, shake it out, and get rid of that excess energy right there. There you go. Because you will find that if your energy jams, if you have energy jams, I don't know if you know what I mean when I say energy jams. It's not too nice of a feeling in your arms. They feel, yeah. So to prevent those energy jams and letting that energy to get back into flowing, just shake that off and just give that excess energy back to Mother Earth. All right. We want to finish and end the technique, as I said, with a nice big glass of water. And you want to do that technique. I want to go back to my PowerPoint. You want to do that technique. Excuse me. One moment. Boom. You want to repeat that technique up to 3 times daily. Now, allow a few hours to go by so that the energy can work, yes, before you start your next session. I suggest the pattern like eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, but it's more than enough if you're doing it 1 time a day. Trust me, it's more than enough. It's better than not doing anything at all. And we've received really, really great feedback. Now, I've got the wrong date on here. I will, and I've got the wrong information on here, but I've got some new information for you ladies. On June 18th, which is this weekend, this Saturday, we will be hosting a trauma clearing class. Now, I personally, that when I say we, I mean Gabriella and myself, we will be hosting a trauma clearing class. Now, why the trauma clearing class? Personally, I believe that the the healing had a lot to do with me clearing the traumas that I experienced as a child, because those are energies that hold you down like an anchor. You have to imagine it as an anchor on a subconscious level. This is energy working on a subconscious level, and it's holding you down like an anchor. It's holding you back. So it's very, very important for you ladies to also get rid of your traumas that are holding you back. And now this trauma technique is my personal favorite technique because it really, you feel free. So free. I have a 100% trauma clearing rate at this resolution rate at this moment with over 200 clients that I've worked with. And when I say 100% trauma, I mean the worst traumas you can possibly imagine. That's parents losing their children, sexual molestation, rape, everything you can possibly think of. Really, really bad situations, just cleared. People that went to psychologists for 10, 15 years without results. Within 25 minutes, ladies, this technique has cleared the worst traumas I have ever seen in human beings. And I believe that QSH and trauma clearing, they go hand in hand, because as you see, quantum self-healing raises your frequency, and you want to get rid of anything that is holding you back. So this technique is by far, and I've learned well over 60 techniques in these few years of energy work that I've been doing. The trauma clearing, for me personally, is number one. There is no technique stronger than the trauma clearing. QSH is the second best technique I know, but I think that the cause and effect thing, you guys know the law of cause and effect, how important it is to get rid of that root cause before I actually go and treating the symptoms. So yeah, very, very important. If you ladies want to attend, you can visit our website, Quantum Self-Healing. I will bring that up for you one moment. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Where are you? There we go, right there. That's quantum-selfhealing.com. And if you go to our website, you will be able to see that event under events, online seminar. And here goes all of our online seminars that Gaby and myself will be hosting this year. Yeah. So our next seminar will be in September, as I am moving to the States, and it's going to be we'll take a short summer break with the techniques. If you guys have any questions, make sure to give Gaby, send Gaby an email at Gaby will add it into the chat in just a moment, at Gaby@quantum-selfhealing.com or Benjamin at quantum-selfhealing.com. I'll type that into the chat, Benjamin at quantum-selfhealing.com. There you go. You guys can contact us anytime. Now, you know what? I've got a present for you ladies. The seminar will be $79, yeah, instead of $199, which is a present that Gaby and myself have done only for you for the Healing Touch community, because you guys are very, very treu. How do you say treu in English, Gabriele? Treu. You guys are a very loyal group. I've worked with Healing Touch already, and I want to give you guys that extra bonus. Now, check this out. Everyone that has attended this seminar today, and this is just spontaneous right here. I'm giving out presents right now. Everyone that has attended this seminar today will be able to come to the Quantum Self-Healing to the Quantum Trauma Clearing Seminar on Saturday. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Sorry about that, ladies. I promise to be fitter on Saturday. To the Quantum Self-Healing, to the Trauma Clearing Seminar on Saturday. You guys are invited. Please send myself an email or Gaby an email. I will invite all of you ladies for free, and you are allowed to bring a friend for free. For everyone watching the recording, if you send an email, we'll allow you send an email to Gaby at Gaby at quantumselfhealing.com. Gaby at quantumselfhealing.com. Then Gaby will let you attend the seminar for $59 instead of the $79. So that's another reduced rate, because I truly believe that if you guys really learn these techniques, it will help you. It will add to the already great portfolio that you have from Healing Touch. Yeah, I really believe that, and that's why I'm giving you that present for taking your time and attending this seminar today. All right.
So,
Gaby, do you want to add something to that?
yes, Benjamin, what do you think about if we just guide them through the whole technique? We still have enough time, so we can guide them through the whole technique.
The whole technique, you mean the quantum self-healing technique?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Should I do it, or do you want to do it, dear?
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do it. All right, ladies. So I'll guide you guys. How long is it on Saturday? It'll be a long seminar. This is going to be a 4 to 5 hour seminar. I see that Therese has asked the question. It's going to be a 4 to 5 hour seminar. It will be recorded. Yeah. So just make sure you send us an email. As a matter of fact, if you want to attend the seminar, send me an email. And if for the people watching the seminar, the seminar recording right now, and you want to attend the seminar for $59, send an email to Gaby. So I'll take care of sending out all the invitations to you guys. It will be a Zoom just like this, and it will go for 4 to 5 hours. We will be taking breaks as well. We will not only be showing you the trauma clearing of your conscious traumas. We will also be showing you now a second technique to clear your subconscious traumas. Every human being has approximately 2,000 subconscious traumas that they've accumulated, and that we will help you clear. So just send me an email at Benjamin at quantum-selfhealing.com, and I will be sending you your details. All right. So Gaby asked me to go ahead and do the technique for you guys one more time. I'll just do it in one piece, so you guys actually can follow me on the technique. And I'll go back a little bit so you can see me a bit better. Does everybody see me well? All right. So you want to start off with some water. I'm going to pour me a glass of water. There we go. Beautiful.
Benjamin,
Cheers.
maybe we wait 1 or 2 minutes so everyone has some water.
Okay, we'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes. I'll go ahead and quench my thirst now. Let me know when we're ready to go, Gaby.
I want to share that I think your energy came a couple days ago to me already, because I had these tingling sensations and I said to my husband, I'm feeling something that I haven't felt before. So yeah.
Well, Therese, this is meant for you. It's like Gaby said, she heard a name and that she'd never heard of in her life before, and there's a reason behind all of this. As I said, I've seen what people call miracles. I've seen them. I've seen dozens and dozens and dozens of those so-called miracles. I don't believe they're miracles anymore. I believe that every single one of us, people being creators of our own reality, has that capacity within us to create these miracles. Just we've been taught to forget that we have these capacities within us. All right, now that everyone is here, thanks for that comment, Therese. All right, you beautiful ladies. Where am I going? There we go, right there. All right, ladies. So I want to sit straight and calm. straight back. And you guys can just go ahead and do what I'm doing. And I want to take a nice big sip of water. I am now mentally connecting with creation, opening both of my palms in this moment, turning them up, and I am saying or thinking the following sentence. And I'm doing this with a smile on my face. I am now connecting with Source. And you may feel you connected. And something that if you people are really heady, just look at it this way. You're already connected with Source. You're just raising your awareness to you connecting with Source. You're having the intention of directly connecting at this moment. So it's like Wi-Fi, really, pretty much. Once you come into once your cell phone is in Wi-Fi, your cell phone automatically has Wi-Fi, and that's the same thing here. I am now connecting with Source. Boom, you're already connected. All right. So now I want to go to my thymus with my hand. I'll take my 4 fingers right here and I'll tap my thymus right here. And I will say, I love, and I say it with a big smile on my face. I believe.
I believe.
And I trust. And say that loud and clear. Think it nice and loud in your mind. I love. I believe and I trust. There you go. Beautiful. Now you want to get out. You want to leave that energetic field, and you may feel your fingers now like a zzz and vibrating in your fingers. I know I do right now at this moment. And I leave that energetic field and I come back to the healing heart point right here. And I gently massage that healing heart point towards my left side. And again, I have a big smile on my face and I'm saying to myself, I love myself. I love myself with all of my heart. Yes, I love myself, Ben. Oh, yes, I do. And I repeat that a second time. I love myself. Yes, I love it with all of my heart. I love myself so much. I'm so great. I'm such a beautiful, great human being. Good for my environment. Good for the people around me. I'm a loving person. And a person like that deserves to be loved. So just go ahead and love yourself. All right? Make sure you say it and you feel it. Now you want to leave your energetic field again. And you want to come to those kidney healing meridians right there. Not healing, the kidney detox meridians right there. You see those right there, those 2 bumps? You want to tap them with the flat hand. You do not have to add any information. Just enjoy your body, your system being freed up. This technique alone right here just helps you clear all the toxins out of your body. This technique right here, just the tapping of that collarbone right there. And you'd want to do that again for approximately 7 seconds. So all 3 of those steps, the tapping of my thymus, the massaging of my healing heart point, and the tapping of my detox meridians. When I tap them approximately 7 seconds, and again, this is approximately, you don't have to tap them you don't have to sit there and type one, 2. Trust me, Source Creation will not say, hey, wait a minute there. You only tapped for 6 seconds. You're not getting any healing today. That won't happen. You know how God works. So he loves us. And it's very important that you tap it, but those times are approximate times. All right. So again, you want to now go into the quantum healing points. You leave you leave your field again, and you now place your hands on your laps with your palms facing upward, going into this Buddha gesture. All right, on both hands. And you want to focus your intention to one of your hands. It doesn't matter which one you start with, if it's your left or your right hand. You focus your attention into that hand until you feel a tingling sensation, that energy in motion on one of those hands. Once you feel that energy, you focus your attention to the other hand. And once you feel it, you focus your attention to both hands. And that's when you connect those 2 points right there with a beam of light. You have now established the quantum healing points. And this is where you want to add the information now. And you want to say or think that in the name of all creation, in the name of the light and the love that I am, I now release and clear any negative energies and emotions, blocking beliefs, blockages, as well as all parts of occupations of people, animals, and other beings that are associated with my topic, pain, emotional distress, or whatever it may be, allergies, along with its storage, backup programs, backup copies, background copies, info-energetic imprints, effects, and all side effects. All right? So make sure you say that with emotion. Make sure you bring a level of emotion. As you see, everything is emotion and energy and frequency. So that's my focus here, is teaching you to really, when you do these things, when you say these things, make sure you add the most energy you can, positive energy you can possibly do. Add. So with your quantum healing points still established, you do not connect them and disconnect them until you have thanked all of creation. You take a deep breath and you say, it is cleared in divine light and divine love. This is my free will, and so it is. And this is the moment healing begins on all levels. And just observe, be the observer. Observe what is happening inside of your body. And after approximately 1 minute, if it's 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, it doesn't matter. But after approximately 1 minute, you add the information again, clearing of my back pain, or of my topic. You repeat it again, clearing of my back pain, because all is light, love, and divine energy. It has been cleared in divine love and light. And I remain in that state for approximately 2 minutes, and I just enjoy that state. Approximately 2 minutes, at least 2 minutes, all right? You can stay in that state for as long as you like, but you have another, another technique that you are now adding on top of that. So you have enough time to stay in this state by starting your mind movie. And remember, your mind movie is called What If? What if my situation was different tomorrow? How would I start my day? And you really enjoy it. And God, ladies, I am the least creative person you can possibly think of. And I'm saying this in full self-love. I have a lot of other great traits, yeah, but I'm just not a creative person, and it's okay. So what did I do? Because I am not the visualization guy that can just, off the top of my head, just visualize anything. Well, I can now. I used to not be able to do it because I wasn't trained in doing that as much. And I did this technique multiple times a day, so I trained that technique. But to go back to the topic, for me, it was really, really hard to visualize again. It was very hard for me to visualize, have this mind movie in front of my mind's eye. Now, what did I do? I got myself a piece of paper and a pen, and I sat down and I wrote down, how would I react? How would I react if I just woke up tomorrow morning and all would be healed? Who would I tell? How would I start my day? How would I go about my day? How would I, what would I do? Yeah. And so it's very important, if you're not a very creative person in the visualization thing, no problem whatsoever, ladies. Just go ahead and write it down, and that'll help you. Scripting your mind movie will help you create the movie. And let me tell you something else that I experienced. After that, I started getting more and more creative, and things would come in. Like I said, I would be in a deep meditative state, and I would get these pictures and these visions of the healing and of a lot of other things as well. So once I finished my mind movie and I'm at the climax, the absolute emotional climax of my mind movie, I want to, within established healing points, I want to take my middle finger and save that information on my third eye. And I'll do that by just pushing my head back a light bit and just enjoying that. There you go. And you just finish that movie off. And ladies, it was so emotional. I had tears running down my face. So really, when you get in that mind movie starts getting realer and realer by the day. You will literally not be able to tell the difference between reality and deep meditative state. You will not be able to tell. It is amazing. Yeah. So once I've finished my mind movie, once I've saved that information to my third eye, I go to my dessert. I like to call it energetic dessert. And with an established healing points, I personally like to think like this. Now, if you like to think without doing a physical gesture, you don't have to do the physical gesture. You can just feel that deep gratitude as if you have already received what you are looking for. Once you've done that, you open your quantum healing points, you tap that excess, stroke that excess, shake that excess energy out. You have a nice big gulp of water. Cheers, ladies. Cheers, my dears. And you just let that energy work. Let it do its work. I see questions. I see Lori has a question. Will you please clarify how much is Saturday's session? Yes, Lori, as mentioned, this is a present, a gift from Gaby and myself to you guys. So everyone that is here will be able to attend that for free. All you have to do is send me an email at benjamin@quantum-selfhealing.com, and you will be receiving your invitation via email. Give me a few days though, please. All right. You're welcome. Exactly. And anybody who's watching this, as I said, $59. If you have money issues or whatever, not just give Gaby and myself an email. I believe in giving people. I believe if you give, you shall receive. It's the law of compensation. So I'm not worried about the money. I'm worried about you guys getting rid of those traumas. Okay. So ladies, if you have any questions, go ahead, ask me.
Benjamin, does this work for emotional also? So we were talking about physical, and that, physical comes up, really quickly for people. Could you give me an example of how it's helped people emotionally?
Absolutely. Emotionally, because because the trauma, this is the topic, because of the technique itself, it actually raises your vibration and it helps you emotionally, but it also, people, just like a sickness, a physical sickness, a emotional sickness is a disorder. Yeah. So there is no difference between a physical and an emotional disorder. They are disorders. You are no longer in divine order. So that's why you have these disorders, and it works the same way that energy healing works in physical ailments. There's no difference whatsoever. The only difference is up here. And there's a lot of examples, people that have been cheated on by their partners, people that have lost their jobs, people that have, what else do we have? That just got, that were divorced, people that have situations with their children, where their children and them are not on the same sheet of music. I personally like to use the tools, dear Cindy, I like to use the tools like a toolbox, pretty much. You must, I like to use quantum self-healing for after I dealt with the emotional distress. And I personally, if I were to work with you now as a client, I could use quantum self-healing for the technique, but it would be like using a screwdriver for a nail. I want to use a hammer for that nail, and that hammer is going to be the trauma clearing. Just like so many other techniques that we have, I like to go direct to the problem, that we have, and I use the right tool for the right issue. So when I speak to my clients, or when I teach our seminar attendees, we always tell them to really pay attention to what your client is saying and feeling. A lot of times the problem is with us, that I've experienced, is with us healers, that they're not listening to the little details that the client is talking about. And those little details, if you listen to the words of you get so much information out of it. So just be very, very be a stickler for details. Really look at those details, and use the right technique for the right topic. Sorry. I think you guys get what I mean. I have to leave now. It was nice having you, Elizabeth. Looking forward to seeing you next week. What time on Saturday does the session start? You're in California. It starts at 11 a.m. EDT. So I think that's 4 hours later for you, right? Or earlier for you. I don't know. Three. Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be what, 8 my time?
Yeah, 8 a.m.
Okay.
But again, it's recorded and you can always just jump in as well. I personally suggest being there from the first moment. Excuse me. I personally suggest being there from the first moment, because there will be so many details, very small details that we will be covering. And I personally suggest that you guys make it on time. But if you don't make it, you can always jump in, and we will be providing you with the recording if there's for some reason you will not be able to make it. All right. So regardless of whatever, you will be able to take part in that seminar, even if you got plans on Saturday.
Right.
All right. Any other questions, ladies? Okay, no problem, Colleen. Just send me an email and I'll make sure to send you that recording. All right.
What's been your most difficult client, Benjamin?
Well, the most difficult, it's funny that you asked. I actually had a mother that lost her child, and she was one of the easiest clients that I had. She went from a trauma that went through the roof to a level 7. I used the scale from 1 to 10. She went through the roof to a 7 to a 0, which shocked me. And I had another lady. My most difficult client was a lady that had eating disorders. She wasn't a lady. She was very young. I think she was about 16, 17. Her mother had brought her to me, and I had worked with her quite a long time. And that was my most difficult client, because she really had, it was hard to get those emotional Verknüpfungen. What do you call Verknüpfungen again, Gabriele? Verknüpfungen in English.
Her belief systems, her limiting belief systems.
Yeah, well, she had I'll use that. She had a very, very strong belief system that she was ugly. She was already thin. She had she barely had any meat on her bones. But her belief system said she looked ugly when she would gain weight, and she was one of the skinniest people I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, so I worked with her quite a long time, and she was my hardest client out of all of them. Yeah, I was able to help her, but it took some time. It took some work. Believe that. So a lot of times the hardest situations, the things that you would think are the hardest, are not the hardest, and the things that you think, I'll just, that's easy. They tend to be different. I say every human being I work with is individual, so I use the experience out of the work that I've done before to work with the with others. But my mindset is every situation is a new situation, and I look at it like a new situation. So every client gets treated with me like from me as if this was the first time doing, you know.
And is there any difference if somebody's had an illness for a year versus 5 or 6 years?
No, because I've seen people that have had sicknesses for a very, very long time, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and get rid of it within the snap of a finger. And then I've seen people like myself take 3 months to heal, and I've seen other people take a year to heal. So there is no difference. I think my personal theory is the higher your frequency, I'll say this again and again and again and again, the higher your frequency, the better you are able to maintain a high frequency, the faster any healing technique works within you or on your clients. Because imagine if I'm a high frequency being and I'm working on with very high energy levels with my client, I'm not only in his energy or her energy field, and they are feeding off of that field. I am all, which is very, very important when our fields match, yeah, you know. But it is also, how do I say this? You can really tell how it raises their frequency. You can actually see it in their face and everything, and it's a miracle. I love doing this work. I do not want to do anything else for the rest of my life. Seeing all of these people, it depends on which person. Get back to your problem. It depends on which person's energy levels are at what level, and that, in my opinion, makes a difference in your speedy recovery or not so speedy recovery. That's my experience, and I think, how do you do it with clients? Yes, I lead them, but we also have a seminar, the QSH Advanced, which we will be teaching. We really recommend that you guys use this technique for yourself until you become really, really good at it. And Gaby and I will be showing you guys all of our techniques that you can use on your clients, which will have an extra class because the techniques vary a bit when you're using it on your client as opposed to when you're using it on yourself. To get back to your question, Wanda, yes, I lead them. Yes, I lead the clients all the time and all the techniques that I do with them. Yeah. Any other questions, ladies? I'm all ears. I'll be here for all night if you need me.
Oh, no, you're just going to go back and put your jammies on and go to bed, Benjamin. We know, but thank you for staying up and for doing this. We really appreciate it.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah.
We did.
As I said, usually when we do these a bit earlier, I'm mentally a bit fitter, so it flows, and you'll notice on Saturday I'll be my old self again. I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me, Cindy. Thank you for coming, ladies. And I look forward to seeing all of you on Saturday. If you don't make it, like I said, send me an email and we'll take care of it anyway. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank
It was a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Bye now.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Gabby.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Gabby. Thanks, Gabby.
Mhm.
Welcome.
Thanks, Cindy, for arranging it.
Not a problem.
Yeah, thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yes, thanks, Cindy.
You're welcome, Penny.
Mhm.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye.